This is an intro. Hey there.
Hello.
Welcome to episode 7 and Weird Marketplace. I'm DJ.
I'm Steph.
And we're weird.
A little bit.
So we were trying to figure out what are we going to do, and I was doom scrolling.
As we all do.
And came upon... I don't know if it's because I click on these things so they come up, or if there's just that many weird things on the internet that are for sale.
I think it's algorithm and that. Because the amount of times that you could buy a toilet seat on Amazon and all of a sudden all these things come in saying, do you want to try this toilet seat? But I only needed one.
Yeah, I want a heated toilet seat that also glows when the lights are off and has a bidet. And sings songs.
So moving on. So anyway.
So we came up with some stuff.
Just a few odd and end things, should you need them.
Like, if you're tired of wearing your pants right side in, you could wear your pants inside out. And I actually, you can zoom into these and, I don't think...
I'm sure there was a time back in my party days that, that could have happened.
I remember it was cool to have short shorts so that the corner of the pocket came out of the leg.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I could never do that.
But this looks like this is how you button that. It looks exactly the same as regular pants, but this model has them on inside out.
You know how the washing instructions usually say turn the clothes inside out?
They just never redid it.
They washed it and then they took them out and they neglected the rest of the steps. They're like, you know what? Those instructions not needed.
And it's weird because I kind of like them.
So you're the target audience.
So maybe this is why I got this.
Oh, so your algorithm is making sense.
Okay, well, there's that.
But they have all sorts of pants that, we were just talking about, the kind I had seen before.
Yeah, clear pants.
Made of, I don't know, some kind of plastic.
Pleather.
Is that a thing?
I was going to say plexiglass, and I'm like, nope, that's wrong.
It's not. It doesn't have a lot of give to it.
Yeah, no.
But can you, I can't picture wearing those because they would be all foggy and, in the worst areas.
I can now not think of anything but farting in them. Like that fog.
But even just the front, whether it's a guy or girl wearing it, it's
yeah, that's a moist.
That's a very moist rainforest down there.
Yeah. And then these, I'm like, okay, so were they dirty and they were like, let's do it anyway? Could you wear them right side in? Do the pockets work? I have so many questions about these pants.
Does it look the same on the inside as it does on the outside?
Are these fake pockets and the real pockets are actually on the inside?
Well, now we need to know.
I feel like I'm going to buy these at some point in my life.
And come to find out, they're just some Goodwill brand that just someone forgot to put right side in.
Pants? How do you pants? Adios, pantalones. Which is the only thing I picked up from Spanish class. All right, so that was mine.
That's just a fun word to say.
This is all you.
Yeah, so in my doom scrolling, I came across this. I don't know, demonic kind of doll that has eyes that can look into your soul.
Yeah. And so I had porcelain dolls as a kid.
Freak.
Yeah. And I have a very vivid imagination, and
true fact.
I would imagine that these dolls came to life at night. I don't know if it's a tinge of schizophrenia.
No, because I can say I had that feeling with just regular dolls.
Yeah, they're all looking at you.
Mind you, I was traumatized by the movie Chucky. We're not going to go. That can be another episode, but that movie traumatized me.
Oh boy! Not
even in a funny way. Well, I mean, probably funny now because it's been decades and I can laugh at
I've never seen it.
You're not missing much.
I think my parents shielded me from that because of how old was I? I had to be between the ages of like 7, 8, 10-ish. Like I was little. And all these dolls were in my room my whole life, and I always got more. I don't know who bought the dolls. I never bought the dolls. So
Maybe
like
no one bought the dolls.
maybe no one bought the dolls.
They
And
just showed up.
yeah, this is a whole new like level of not okay. And so
Not good, weird.
so let's set the scene.
Okay, let me sit back.
My room my whole life, like at my parents' house, had the same wallpaper the entire time, which was not like
Throughout the
hey,
whole house or just
no, the entire time
okay.
that I like. So I lived at home until I was like 17, 18, and then on and off through my 20s.
Mhm.
And the whole time, like I never got to redo my room. I went a little crazy in my teenage years, started ripping the wallpaper down, writing red rum on the walls, help me backwards, put fake blood on my hand and streamed it down. So that's what my room looked like. It gets creepier. My wallpaper was
Comforting.
not just pink or yellow or baby blue, or it was, can I find it? It was a field of flowers with elephants and butterflies that all had faces and smiling. And I think the flowers had faces too. And there might have been a snail with like smiles and stuff. So
I feel like this explains so much
this
I've never
explains
known.
so much. So there's my bedroom, the creepy little baby bedroom, my whole life. And then around the age of 10, I still have the flower my dad got me when I was born up on a shelf. And I have these like plates that my mom must have got for her baby shower up on the shelf that like I never touched.
I think we
Cause
talked about that.
yeah. So all that. And I used to like have nightmares that the rim of the plate
was
would
spinning.
be like spinning or a worm was crawling on it or something. So tinge of schizophrenia still
Yeah.
in the maybes.
Well, there's always that theory of at nighttime, especially if you look in a mirror long enough, nothing is actually happening. It's just your mind playing tricks on you
Yeah, it's
and
scary.
distorting your vision. So there could be that.
So these dolls were all throughout my room. All of like I had probably like 7 dolls. I don't know, maybe 10. There were a lot. And they all were looking at me, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't want them. Well, one night, I don't know if I had a dream or if I saw this or what happened, but I got up in the middle of the night screaming bloody murder that they were all suffocating and we had to get out of the house because we were going to suffocate. My mom was like, Jesus Christ, what's happening? And she goes, and gets the kid. And she puts me back to bed. And sure than these dolls were blue.
Like, what did they start as?
Porcelain white.
Well, I mean,
Like,
could have been anything else.
I mean, I did have a brown one. But white, like skin, not
like
even
the
skin
term
color.
of
Like
porcelain.
So like this without the like
cracks
and the red around the eyes, like just like porcelain white. And they were blue, like a very weird tinge of blue. So at that moment, I think my mom was scared too. She will never admit it. She'll just say I was crazy. But the dolls were blue, and my mom like pulled a tote out of nowhere, and we toted them. They have
and
never
yeet.
yeah. Speaking of yeet, put a pin in that. We'll get back to that somewhere in here. No, I don't know where they are. They're in a tote, and I think I might have duct taped it shut. So afraid of these dolls.
That would be hilarious if there's like, well, hilarious for me if there's like a tear in the tape.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We somehow skipped a slide. This is also yours.
That's also mine.
Yeah. I noticed we were on slide 3 and we've only done 2.
Well, you're running the computer.
I know.
I'm over here.
So that's what happened.
Los pantalones. And another creepy doll.
Framed odd wire moth art. And I think the name of it is Transition.
We're allies here. So,
I'll never shame art. That is pretty cool, though.
In a weird
it is weird.
way.
It is weird. That is.
I think dolls in general no matter how cute they are,
They win the weird.
they always fall into a weird category. So, like I was saying, I was traumatized by that movie Chucky. So, fast forward to, I want to say 20s ish. And hold on. I had gone on a date with a guy friend, and
Ooh.
clearly it turned into nothing because I don't even know where that guy is right now. Anyway, he had known the previews that were in the trailers for the movie that we were going to see. I think we were going to see like The Ring back then. And well, I used to love horror movies. Well, he knew that there was a new Bride of Chucky movie coming out in the theaters. So I'm sitting there in my chair and I'm just like, oh, yeah, I'm at the theaters. I'm on a date. Ah. Kid you not. He was like, oh, and in my eyes because I didn't know what was going on.
Missed connections. Are you out there?
Yeah, no, we're glad he's gone.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, fuck off.
But it was just funny because at first I didn't know why he did that. So I'm sitting there
and you're like, we're doing this now.
And I'm like, what the? Ah! It's kind of funny.
I love that he listened though.
Yeah, I think I was the last guy that listened.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's nice.
My trauma could be for another time.
Okay.
Well, that kind of trauma. I'm sure we'll talk about others this episode.
All right. So we did 3. On to 4. So this is a conversation. See this awesome like ad for like lipstick. I'm like, hey, or not. I wasn't like, somebody was like, hey, can I get the type of rug you're using when taking pictures with your products? The poster says, what do you mean? I mean, the rug you put your products on before taking photos? Yep. This reminded me of you. You mean this? What the? Yeah. It's so pretty, though.
Nyron would never let me do that.
Oh, Nyron would be a pretty rug.
She would be. But she would never let me. She'd look at me and just, oh, do you think I'm some toy to you?
She'd be like, can I bite it? I'm gonna bite it.
That's kind of
I want to see if Roxy will let me take pictures of things on her. So
that could be it. We could make a calendar of all the weird things we can put on our pets.
I actually, oh my gosh, I have so many things that I can put on my pets.
Nobody take that idea.
No,
that's ours.
I also have ducks, so try it. On a feather bed. They're crazy, my ducks. Sometimes they're in a row. Not of my own doing, but like
I've never seen your ducks in a row.
They're sometimes in a row. And sometimes the mom hides from the boys. They're her sons, so I can.
I mean, maybe she's kind of tired of,
So we have Nibbler. That's the mama. She used to be all black, and then she had a lot of children, and 2 made it. The other ones, we had a lot of foxes and stuff for a while because of the blasting. So that went poorly.
Right.
So she has two babies, and they're jerks. One is named Sheldon because this duck was not going to make it. It would not come out of its shell. And so I braved the mama rage, the mama nibbler rage, and got this duck because it was a mess. And I was like, oh, it's not alive. And then it moved. And I'm like, it is alive. So I brought it inside, turned on we have like from when we got the ducks, like all those lights and stuff.
Heat lamps
yeah.
and stuff.
And I'm like, you can't hatch a duck too quick because that sack is still attached to it and you will rip its skin.
Yeah, they have to do it at their own.
Yeah. So, but I'm like trying to see like if it's separated, why is it not coming out? Because it was like right there. And I'm like,
just wanted 5 more minutes.
Yeah. So we gave it a long time. And then I'm like, it is like labor breathing now. Like it is going to die. And so I like cracked down the shell away from the little sack of egg placenta. I don't know what it is. And it like poked a little leg out. And I'm like, okay.
Showing a little razzle dazzle there.
Yeah. And then it's like doing this with its leg and like going in circles. And I'm like, okay, this is pathetic. Like, I'm just going to do it. And like, it's either going to die or I'm going to screw up and it's going to die. but like this suffering thing I cannot do. And
Okay.
so like I crack it up, crack the bottom off the egg, and it stands up. Well, kind of. Like, and then
As well
stands
as
up,
it could.
and it just has a little shell helmet. And I could not like gently lift the shell helmet off. So I left it because I was afraid to like rip its head skin. And so I just
Yeah.
left it.
Okay.
And I'm like, I mean, it can breathe and now move and get water if it wants. And this shell helmet did not come off for like a really long time, like 2 days. And I was like, should I like get it wet? Because you can't really get ducks wet when they're little because body temperature and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So that's Sheldon. And now he has like a white spot on his head where I think feathers finally did get ripped off at some point. He did it. I didn't do it. He could breathe. I didn't care about anything else.
Oh, Sheldon.
So that's Sheldon. And the other one I've named Turkey
Okay.
because
Any reason?
he's a turkey.
Fair enough.
He's such a goober.
Gotcha.
So reasons why I don't eat duck. All right.
Everyone has their motives.
All I know is that this is another one of Steph's, and I know that I only glanced at them quickly before making this, and that some of them really scared me. Okay, this wasn't scary. This was kind of cool.
It was a battleship.
This is a retired Grand Rapids battleship.
Who would not want a battleship?
Oh, that's better. At least for me.
Do you realize how cool live action Battleship would be? The game?
You just throw watermelons? Like,
Whatever I want. I have a whole ship.
I have a battleship.
Like,
I mean, if anyone wants to sponsor us, it's only $350,000,
Yeah, only-
and we will do a show from a battleship.
pocket change.
What's better than that? Battleship show.
Imagine how funny I would be on a ship.
Do you like boats?
I don't hate them. I mean, I don't go to sleep,
That reminds me of Nicole from Granite Theater. She's like, I don't hate it.
I mean, I don't have like a captain's hat or anything, but if you put me on a battleship, I'll make myself a captain.
A luxury mega yacht?
I mean,
I feel like you should have gotten the other two pictures
yeah, well,
for another episode.
sure.
Where is
When in
that?
doubt,
It
when
looks
we
like
can't
it's-
finish something, it'll just be put into another episode.
Yeah.
That's what we're always going to say.
Updates on the retired Grand Rapids battleship.
We're going to have one big update episode of just all the things that we've said. We'll talk about it in another episode. I think that would be fun.
I really want a battleship now in my paintball gun. I have to go back into the creepy baby room.
And people say I have weird ideas.
That'd be so cool. All right.
This is you.
So, I guess since I fixed it and I'm done being ashamed of myself, I can announce that I got in a pretty bad car accident. And so I've been looking for cars, but like I fixed my Jeep instead because I might have some hoarding traits to deal with. And
No.
but like I've looked at so many cars that car stuff keeps on coming up on like Facebook Marketplace, anything. Carvana's like, hey DJ, we found a car for you. And I'm like, no, thank you. So I found this 2003 Honda Accord, $4,000. That's the weird part, man.
I mean, I wonder why they knocked it down. It looks worth $5,500.
Yeah. Yeah. So
4-door sedan,
this is right here in Rhode Island.
2003. I
Mhm.
heard was a good year,
hmm
I think. I don't know.
I like 2003. That was like I was in freshman year.
I wasn't a fan of 2003.
All right, screw.
But we're not talking about
Screw
me.
2003.
You can love 2003.
I actually like that. Just reminded me, like you say, oh, these are your glory days. You're always gonna wish you could go back. And I was like, no, screw
No.
you. And I've never felt that I wanted to go back until like this last 6 months.
I can honestly say, with all the stuff I've been through, I have no wish to go back to.
You gonna go back and do it differently?
So, serious talk on that then, because I've had full on depth conversations with people. I have gone through a lot of hell, as
Mhm.
you're aware. there's that whole, well, if I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't be here where I'm at right now. If I went back in, let's say I chose to not date certain people or not move to certain places, this could all be different. I wouldn't be sitting here with you. I wouldn't be doing.
No, total regret. You got to see the Batman Honda.
Well, I want to see the Batman Honda.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but that's not in 2003. That's just the year of the car.
Right. But that car was made and in its journey from 2003 to now.
Right. So I would want to see it now.
Yeah.
With all the stuff that it's been through.
Yeah. But if you didn't do the things you did, who knows if, like, you know, one of the guys would have not gotten a Batman mask, and then there's only one guy, and he's like, this is stupid. I don't want to do it by myself.
It's the butterfly effect.
Yeah. I wonder if it comes with the water, though. That was my main question.
I wish there was a phone number so we could call.
Oh my God, I would put them on in a heartbeat. If you're out there, you're like, I'm trying to sell my car, but then I saw these weird girls on Facebook or YouTube.
I just need to know,
Just
is the case of water with the car?
mm-hmm. Or will Batman drive you around?
But if the water is not with the car, no deal.
No deal.
No deal.
Not for $4,000.
No.
Get out of here. But it's good to know you can fit a person in that trunk. I was on a road trip once, and you've heard me say it before. I'm like, you know, holy desk, Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Whatever's going on. I'm like, you know, if something's really loud, gee, holy noise, Batman. So I was on this road trip with one of my friends, and we don't talk anymore. And this car goes flying by. I think we might have been on the way to DC, which was also an interesting adventure.
Save it for the update episode.
Yeah, so car goes flying by, and I'm like, holy fast, Batman. And she chuckles because she's like, not really heard that before. Ha ha ha. Cool. So turns out that car got pulled over. We read it in the news.
Mm-hmm.
And the driver was literally Batman. Like, he was dressed as Batman. And she's like, wait, did you see that? And I'm like, no, I didn't see that. And she's like, then why would you say that? And I'm like, because I say it. And she's like, I've never heard you say it. And I'm like, I say it. I say, holy something, Batman. It's just something I say. So, but that wasn't the only thing on that car trip. I have, like, very empathetic. So, like, also on that car trip, like, after that, these two cars, I just knew it. And I looked at her, I guess in a creepy way, and was like, you want to see a car accident? And they smashed together, and there was a car accident, and we were too close to stop. Like, we went by it, and she was like, oh! What was that? I'm like, well, I didn't do it. You could just see it was coming.
Well, there's times that you can kind of foresee.
I wish I could do that. Oh my God. Do you know how many people piss me off on the road? You tree. That'd be great.
Okay, so we'll talk about your rage later.
None of my hopes or dreams have really ever come true, so I think we're safe with me wishing you would hit a tree if you cut me off.
Yeah, but you just said other things come true for you, so
maybe. Kind of.
Moving on. So,
this is so cool.
I found this one. It is a Robosaurus Transformer.
Yeah.
How freaking cool.
And it's fire breathing. Who makes these things? Also, if you want to sponsor us, it would only take $1,500,000.
Or whoever made this, just be my friend.
Yeah, seriously.
Let me ride like on its head once and just like charge. Like,
I would chase that dragon.
Right? That is so cool. That and a battleship.
I win. I win any war you have. Yeah, that's wicked. That's awesome.
I want it. I want it.
I can has.
I has cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I still want it. I have nothing more to say.
Whose house would you show up with?
So, how big do we think it is? Because
Those cars are like real cars, right? Are they cars in his hands?
I don't know.
I think they're real cars because look at the people.
I'm not the one selling the Robosaurus.
The people are tiny. The people are like the size of its foot.
So, probably a large field is where it would fit.
I would use it for like snow removal.
The
Done.
entire state would be cleared.
And I would do it for the low, low price.
Oh my $9.99.
I saw something on the highway today that had like tank wheels. And at first I was like, oh my God, there's a tank. And then I was like, that is not a tank. That is something else. It was like if a tank were an anteater, that would be what I saw. Okay. But of course, I dropped my dash cam, and so like I haven't put it back up yet because that's obviously a task for another day. Suction cup and all that. So I have no proof, but it had tank wheels, which is not wheels at all. It's like a track. And
right. Could you imagine if there was 2 of these and it could be battle bots?
Oh my God, I would fight you. I wonder if it can throw.
It could be like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Did it rip? That's not 2 cars. That's 1 car that it ripped in half.
Even better.
I would work for the town of Weirdsterly, and I would take care of all of your parking violations. Your car, wrong spot. Oh.
I want it.
You've been robo-sword.
Let's work on that.
Okay, we need a catchphrase. And a sponsor for $1,500,000.
Or $350,000 for the battleship.
We were talking about toilets. These are...
So you know what bothers me the most out of these?
That was my next question.
The carpet. Why do you put carpet in a room that is humid, that has water on the floor?
So my first thought with the carpet was, no men live here. But then I see
all men live there.
Yeah. But then I see the super worn out spot next to the toilet, and I was like, maybe one man does live here. And I feel bad for you, bro. Because I got 99 problems, but a carpeted bathroom ain't one.
True story.
And then the pebbled bidet.
That's like an exfoliation at the same time.
Yeah. I want to know what happened. I feel like this was an attempt to like fix something.
Or they were trying to do like mosaic and then put, what is it, like resin in between? And they're trying to be artsy.
Yeah.
I mean, if I want to be artsy, I personally would go to like a sip and paint and call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not pebbled toilets.
Pebbled poops.
That's no.
And then not only is the flushing part on the wall, the toilet paper is not. And that bothers me.
I could totally handle the handle being on the wall.
I just feel this picture bothers me, not because of where the toilet paper is, but because I wonder if I use a toilet wrong. Because how do you like sit on that? Like, I feel like the way I sit on a toilet, it would be very much in the way.
It would suck logistically if you weren't wearing like a skirt. Anything other than a dress, a skirt, something with adequate airflow.
I would have too much fun. Ooh. I wouldn't be able to stop. And then comes like, on that, which way do you hang the toilet paper? Because I feel like the way it is, if you sat, you could knock it. So now it's all on the floor. But if you put it the other way, maybe it wouldn't roll on the floor.
So do you have a strong opinion of which way?
over.
I personally don't care as long as the toilet paper is there.
I'm getting there in life.
I like it the other way. But let me finish.
No. You're fired.
I own 50% of this company.
I'm
You
gonna
can't fire
buy
me.
you out.
Try.
You're the worst.
Anyway, no, because of Nyrin, when she likes to go like that, when it's the other way, it doesn't unravel.
I feel like that's animal abuse.
What?
You're taking her joy away.
She has plenty of other joys. Trust me, my bank account can testify to that.
Testify.
So you're into cars.
Yeah.
I figured you'd like this.
I don't.
Um,
I hate it. It's for so many reasons. Probably not what anybody's even thinking.
I mean, it's got very low mileage.
Mm.
It's automatic, we think.
Mm. But also, I mean, while the first Ford was actually like Henry Ford's first car was built in the 1800s, 1901, this kind of car wasn't even in existence. The wheels would have been completely different.
But maybe it was, and no one knew about it because he kept it a secret.
Also, Henry Ford's first car was not called a Ford. It was called something else.
Well,
and
maybe-
Ford was only branded in 1903 when the Ford company
So that's a prototype.
was invented.
Then it's just a prototype
Then why would they go backwards with their formation of wheels?
because they didn't go to college.
Because aliens don't wear hats.
And yeah, I hear 1901 could be a good year.
No.
Maybe it's like,
I think they're lying.
I think you're not using your active imagination that you said that you've had.
No, I think they're lying.
I think that could be like Wonder Woman's car where you just don't see all of it.
Also, I feel like one of those wheels is not a wheel. It might be made out of cement. Like they just put it there.
Okay, there's no need to ruin the
Hmm.
experience.
Good suspension system.
Exactly.
This makes me sad on so many levels.
Plenty of room for guests and activities.
Mm.
You could even stand in this car.
Standing room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonder how many clowns you could fit in there.
I mean, it could go all the way to.
Stand on each other's shoulders.
Yeah. Just feel bad for the bottom guy. I think this was a worthy find.
I like you less.
It's okay. I have my thoughts on you.
Yeah, that was all of this bothered me. I was bothered. I was like, if I came across this, I actually looked for it. I looked up 1901 Ford something, like an idiot. I came up with nothing, but I was going to message them and be like, you're a liar. So many intense feelings came upon me.
Wow.
I love this one. It is one of a kind because it's like handmade. And this is a minion painting. You can get this on Facebook Marketplace for $100. I'm sad it doesn't come with a frame. What is your face? That's a good minion.
Okay, for one, it's not beautiful.
It is beautiful.
No, it's not. It is not beautiful, just like you think my car is not a car.
It's not a car. It would be a better trailer.
You know what we should do?
Hmm.
Here's what we should do. I will tell you.
I was going to buy it.
We should make some kind of weird drawing.
I do it every day.
Well, let's add to it.
Okay.
Put it on Facebook Marketplace and see how far we can get it to go.
So the one thing, this has been popping up a lot, like obviously
Well, then it's a scam.
little not this one, but like people are putting their kids like drawings and stuff on Facebook Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel bad that like I would probably wouldn't like buy it or whatever. But I'm like, this is like extortion. But also like Good for them. I have never put a painting up for sale because I'm terrified.
Well, maybe they're trying to do it for their kid and the kid's trying to earn money.
Oh God, I hope this is a kid. Yeah,
I'm-
that'd be.
that's my guess.
Yeah.
You know, instead of a lemonade stand, they just draw lemon
Minions.
like people.
It's a minion.
I know, but I was trying to relate it to a lemonade stand.
Lemon-like people. I like that the sun is a different shade of yellow. It's not basic.
It shows creativity.
It does. It shows like, yeah. And speaking of yeet, it's the Baby Eater 3000. I don't.
Yeah, so I randomly found that one.
Yeah, this is all you.
I think it speaks for itself. It is a baby eater.
Is that really what it is? What is this?
I have no idea. It was just on a marketplace. I don't remember what it was selling for.
Like 0 to 1 years old, I could probably get you like 300 feet with that thing. That thing is.
Could you imagine like field day events? Come
Don't throw
Johnny.
the baby.
Come on, Johnny. Remember, close your eyes.
Yeah, baby eaters.
It could get them prepared for doing long jump in the future.
Or
Entertainment for adults.
yeah.
I think it is amazing.
I feel like a dad made this.
I still have the original photo. Is the price on that?
No.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was just the photo.
Well, now I'm sad.
Yeah. Can we guess what it's worth? Like it's beautifully crafted. It's only missing one rung unless unless that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, so like
I don't know. Man,
like
now I wish I
300.
could have found the freaking thing.
Yeah.
price.
That was
my bad.
I'm
That'll be on-
actually glad that it was mostly picture because I was like, what is this? I thought it was something for yarn, but I don't think so.
I'm sure you could use it for yarn.
I seriously imagine like a dad made this and because he's watching the kids and he just wants to watch football, so he puts his feet right in that hole where the ring is
Just
missing,
to bounce them.
just to yeah,
Could be.
and then like the doorbell rings and he goes to get up.
Whee!
Like you didn't think that one through,
Where's
buddy.
little Timmy?
Well,
Boy, your dad.
get a job.
Update episode. I will look for the price of this. and see
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
available.
Episode later.
Yeah. Don't know when later, but later.
I found it.
What'd you find?
This is a bottle opener. Just happens to be a pug's butt. So you open your bottle right in the butthole.
Yeah.
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 It's detailed.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I think it was only $18.
Oh, only.
Yeah.
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 No.
So it's called Sweet Cheeks from Wembley. Detailed resin sculpture. I want this package because I want that dog and that cat's face for a collage. So
is that possibly a real thing?
No, that is a real thing.
So see if you can buy the box and whatever comes in it.
Yeah, it's just like extra at that point.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you could unbox it on air. We could have an unboxing episode like all the girlies do on YouTube.
Can you imagine?
Here's my weird can opener. So, the camera won't focus. Oh, man.
Right into the void. Yeah, that's all I have to say. And then I found a few more. So this is a weird chair. I had to add it because it's a weird chair.
Is it rounded?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Which is like, so for my back, I have like crazy back problems. And so I have like started using like a yoga ball for an office chair. I feel like that's what that is, but also it's very high for, I don't know. So
doesn't look like a yoga ball.
It doesn't look like a chair. You think he made it? Or she? They?
Had to. Well, it obviously is made somehow.
It is made.
Yeah.
It is $25. I think that's a good price for a chair. And then
Of that nature, sure.
there's this.
What?
What, Steph? It's a Easter basket.
No. Go back. Go back. For some reason, I thought it said pretty warm wood. And then I see that. And then I started questioning your mental state because this is on air and we're professional women here.
It's an Easter basket. It's an Easter basket for her pleasure.
So many jokes I want to make right now.
And
I can't.
But more and more people are giving you. It was the ruler for me. Like I was
Well,
like,
yeah.
my God, 16. Whew.
Oh, stuff I want to say and I can't.
Do you like it? I think it's beautiful. It's pretty. It's not beautiful. It's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty phallic.
It's a pretty lot of things.
Pretty lot of things. Wow. Easter's ribbed.
Oh.
I just like it's shocking every time.
So do you remember I sent you a meme. I forgot how long ago it was.
That narrows it down. You send me at least 15 a day.
No. 13.
Yeah.
No, it was a few weeks ago. I sent you one that was like two people talking and they're like, did you know that Easter is on a full moon this year? You know what that means.
Zombie Jesus.
No, werewolf Jesus.
Werewolf Jesus. That's right.
So between that and the ribbed bunny for her pleasure, this is going to be one hellacious Easter.
So we have then on Easter BK Bad Wolf's mixtape. It'll be Werewolf Jesus and wait
for it.
There's more. Scientists have literally just like recreated an extinct wolf. And I think What? Okay, hold on. Hold on. I got you.
I hope so. I'm confuzzled.
That's not what I did. Sorry, Ben. You have a virus now.
Wah, wah.
All right. So the dire wolf. Like they literally just like created.
Is this like a Jurassic Park thing?
Yeah. What if like wolf
people
Jesus? All right.
People need to leave that stuff alone.
Right. I do not disagree. So like this is the wolf. They're cute.
They're adorable.
They are adorable.
Until midnight comes.
Yeah. So what if like this is the returning of Jesus for Werewolf Jesus Easter?
The dire wolf. Okay. I'm going to make sure that my cat stays inside that night. She doesn't go out anyway. But make sure that she stays inside.
Like Adam was made from a rib. These were from a tooth. DNA extracted from a tooth, I think. And then cells from some other wolf.
Why is Whoopi Goldberg there?
Because she would very much like the dodo bird to remain extinct after. That's rude. What the hell, Whoopi?
What did the dodo bird do to you?
This is our weird news segment. Weird news. Scientists resurrect the dire wolf, and Whoopi Goldberg would very much like the dodo bird to remain extinct. Stay here for more news from around the weird world.
That's what I have to respond with.
I don't know. Why did we pick wolf?
Well,
We're like, well, can it bite you? Yes. Let's make it.
I like the wolf.
It's beautiful. But
So,
it's also like a vicious predator.
so we all have bad days.
I've never eaten a baby.
Well,
I just like, what are you going to do? What do you?
You have higher standards.
Out of all the animals that have gone extinct.
Okay, so what would you want brought back?
I want a hippopotamus. I don't know, the rhino? That's also like, but like it's far away. Wolves live here. Like I'm like, okay, what if we have dire? That's just that name, the dire wolf. Like I feel like things are getting dire.
Well, then that's why they're here. They felt the need and they were summoned.
Oh, this is a movie. I can't say it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. But
a real movie or one that you're making up?
I'm making it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like the wolf grows up and it goes on this lifelong voyage to fix things.
I'm having like weird AI images in my head of like a little wolf with like the stick and the like Tom Huck kind of thing or Huckleberry Finn, whatever it is. Like, I'm going on a journey.
Yeah.
The Proclaimers play in the background.
I would walk 500 miles.
That would be fun.
How do they let us have a show?
We know people.
Thank you to our one and only sponsor, 321 Media.
Woo!
Also, you could become a sponsor and this show would get way better.
We could be doing the show on a ship.
On a ship.
A show on a ship.
A ship show. Oh my God, welcome to the ship show. We need that battleship.
If anyone is listening that is possibly interested, please reach out. We can make magic.
We could be part of the ship show.
How awesome would that be?
Yeah. Speaking of ships, how's your dad?
The Don.
The Don.
The Don's doing okay. Hey, look, it's the Don.
It's the Don.
We haven't spoken about him yet today.
I know, but I said ship, and then I was like, well, who the hell knows how to drive a ship? And I'm like, Steph's dad. Yeah,
he's doing okay.
I saw him.
Me too.
He's nice. He's a nice man.
I think so.
I keep him around. Did he like coming on?
Oh, he loved it. He thought it was great.
Yeah.
He likes getting to be all animated, and you can tell where I get it from.
Do you think it would hurt his business if we helped? Like we could do weird house tours or something.
Might want to ask him first.
Or we could open up a whole nother market. I feel like I could be a real estate agent. Be like, 3 people died here. Sold.
I mean, there are those that's what they look for.
Yeah. Like go to oddities, like markets and stuff like that, and just set up a real estate. As people are like, what are you? Oh my gosh.
You know how they have stagers. We could always get things like coffins and weird stuff. Quick tangent, by the way. Did you know that you could buy coffins at Walmart.com?
Okay. Oh, no. What?
And Target.com?
Oh.
You can buy coffins and urns.
I feel like what's that website? Wayfair. You have to be able to get a coffin on Wayfair. They have everything else.
I've never looked.
Or what about TJ Maxx?
I don't know. TJ Maxx has a weird site. Like, it doesn't really let you look for things. But back in the day, I used to work at Target and I was on a lunch break and I was reading a news article on my phone that said, ways to save money. Buy your own coffin. Like, what?
I don't need it yet.
So I looked it up and sure enough, you can buy your own coffin at Walmart and Walmart online. Obviously, they don't just carry them in the stores.
I think there should be a coffin aisle.
I think there should be too. Because what if you need to test the size?
Yeah.
I want a blue coffin. I like the color blue.
I don't really want a coffin. I don't want to be put in the ground. I want to make up my own like burial method.
So is funny / sad, but goes back to being funny again. That
I want that.
so when my mom passed away and we had to find stuff for her, I remember her saying she always wanted a black coffin and her favorite color is black. That's what she wanted. Cool. So we're looking around and apparently they had a scratch and dent section. And we used to joke that we would have to put duct tape on everything anyway.
Oh my God, did you?
No, it was just the saying.
Oh.
So we bought the coffin that was in the scratch and dent section because it came broken already.
I mean,
It was kind of funny.
if I were, so I don't have anything like legit put into place for when I die, but like, I hope people don't spend a lot of money on me dying. Like, if you're going to spend a lot of money on me, I'm right here.
Well, you can actually preset.
Freaking love money. Let's do it up now. Let's have a party. Let's be sad together.
Totally.
You could spend money on me,
We
and
could
I
be
will
sad
be sad
on a ship.
We could have a sad ship show.
Exactly.
We could be sad because it's the ship show, or we could just have a sad show on a ship. Like, we could be happy.
There are so many possibilities.
What are you doing? Get out water. Yeah. So
Yeah. Oh, dreams.
I have a canoe.
I could get one of the blow up kayaks at Walmart.
And a coffin. Like,
we could just sit in my living room and just watch TV.
I will do a show in a kayak with you in your living room. Like, I just say move the table. We can do it right here.
We could.
Go on the table. Who cares?
You can bring your kayak. I'll get a blow up kayak. Or canoe, whatever it is you have.
For some reason, I thought
and
you were
we'll
gonna
just
say doll. Blow-up doll. Sorry. I'm tired.
We could be like grumpier old men.
Grumpier old men?
Yeah. Did you ever see that movie?
No. Gasp.
I am offended.
Should I?
Yes.
Okay.
It's hilarious. Hilarious. They even have a grumpier old men 2. As in a second one.
I think the last one should be the grumpiest old men.
Well, they've died, so they
are probably not happy about that. They're probably.
Well, I don't know. They could have been very happy at the end.
I don't know.
Man, you have to see that. That movie is so funny. It is sarcastically amazing. It is 2 old guys that don't want to admit they're best friends, but they're like next door neighbors.
I feel like that's sports with Ken and Lou. Sorry, I love you guys.
That's for you to say. I'm just talking about the movie.
Yeah.
But you should watch it.
Yeah.
And it's funny.
All right. So that's on my to-do list.
That and
laundry, dishes, grumpy old men.
Did you I have to bring this up. Did you ever watch Cool Runnings?
No. Okay, I have homework. We'll do movie reviews for the next
that would be great.
episode.
I got to meet the guys of Cool Runnings.
Ooh.
Because they are the ones I worked with at 90s Con. They are amazingly funny.
Okay. Right on.
So you should watch the movie.
All right. That's all the time we have today.
Well, yes, because I can only get so disappointed in you.
All right.
For not watching movies.
I know. I feel bad. Now I'm sad and I don't have a ship, and I'm sad because I don't have a ship, so this is not the ship show.
I just am flabbergasted.
I'm sorry.
I'll get over it. I'll walk it off.
Walk it. You could cool run it off.
I'll let you have that.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Check out our merch. We have merch.
My merch is over there.
Weirdsterly.com. And also, we really need sponsors so that we can buy a ship.
You could be on a ship with us.
I'd allow that. Yeah. Watch out for Werewolf Jesus, guys.
Oh my God. So much could happen on a ship.
Yeah.
We could pretend we're fighting Werewolf Jesus.
Stay weird.
Mm-hmm.